Hello, all my beautiful Sagittarius buddies out there. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day wherever you are, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening, nighttime. I'm Brandy with SacredArcanaTarot, and today we are going to be doing kind of a little monthly check-in just to see what Spirit has to say. So without any further ado, let's get to your cards. Okay. Oh my. Ooh, Sagittarius. Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh, interesting. Oh my gosh, okay. So, Sagittarius, just looking at this right quickly, it looks like, Sagittarius, it looks like March is going to be about love for you. I mean, you have gotten the most cups so far out of any of the other readings. Nobody has had this many cups. And the fact that you've got the lovers here. I mean, this is definitely about love. So let's look at this individually. Let's start here. You've got the Four of Swords. This is your current self. This is where you are now. So you're resting, basically. You're kind of in the mode of, I've been out dating. I've been around the block. I've, had my heart broke a couple of times, and I just need to relax, breathe, and let it be. Instead of trying to push forward into a new relationship, this very much is a card about recuperation, restoration, getting the healthy rest that you need and that your heart definitely needs. Which makes sense. Looking at the rest of the reading, it looks like you need this rest before you go into a new relationship. So maybe you've burned yourself out on love. Maybe you've burned yourself out just period. Whether you are inundated at work or have been and with worries. But the fact that there's so many cups cards here makes me feel like you've kind of burned out on the whole dating scene. And I'm feeling like through 2020, you just use that as an excuse, as a viable way to take a time out. To just say, you know what? Nope, not for me. I'm just going to wait this out. I'm going to give myself time to heal. I'm going to give my heart time to heal. I'm going to work on self-love and myself instead of trying to push my way into something that just isn't going to work for me right now. So that's where you are currently. The second card is the Lovers. And that is your theme for the month. That's not a bad theme to have. Now, this can mean a choice. And with the fact that number 3 is the Ace of Cups, which is a key goal to pursue, this makes me feel, instead of it being a choice between maybe like work and your heart, this feels more like it is actually referring to love. That you are going to be finally opening up to finding your soulmate, to finding your significant other, to finding the partner that really knows you and understands who you are on a soul level. A person that can meet you on the same platform, on the same plane as where you are, so that it can be a true partnership. One that you both give as much as you receive from each other. Sometimes you can be in a relationship and it's just one-sided. Maybe you give everything and you end up burning out. But this is saying that the theme for the month is making the choice to move forward and saying, I am looking for a partner that is a true partner in every sense of the word, that's going to be with me every step of the way, that is going to encourage me, push me, support me in all the ways that I should be supported, and I will do the same for them. This isn't a one-way street. This is a two-way street. You've got to give that energy as much as you receive that energy. Because if you start taking too much, then they could be where you are now. It could eventually lead to burnout. So be mindful of that. So let's go here to number 3, a key goal to pursue. Like I said, Ace of Cups. So Spirit really wants you to pursue love this month. And this can be, this feels like a romantic love to me, but don't discount new friendships and new connections in general. It's that new kernel of love, like when you first meet someone and you guys are giving each other the eyes, you're like, oh, aren't they sexy? And they're looking at you going, ooh, look at that over there. Oh, I want some of that. It's that first initial spark of energy, that vibe of excitement that you get when you first lock eyes with someone and you're like, wow, I'd like to get to know them. So be open to that. Don't stay in your shell, buried in your nest. It's time to come out of this nest. It's time to be open to partnership, and it's time to be open to new connections and new partnerships. So here we go. We have an obstacle to overcome, and that is the King of Swords. This feels like a person to me, and this is someone that seems a little older. Normally I don't go by how the individual in the card looks, but in this case, it really kind of has that vibe of someone who's a little bit older, someone that is at a different place in their life. Definitely someone who is very much in control of their thoughts. The word that's coming to mind is smooth talker. In that song, Smooth Operator. So this could be the person that you were last with. This could be a reflection of them, their energy. And this is the person that has caused you to retreat into yourself, retreat into your little abode and your nest, and that's okay. We've all been there. We've all had those relationships and those moments. This could definitely be someone that is less emotional and more logical, right? So maybe you were looking for a little bit more passion, a little bit more, vocal affirmation about their emotions towards you, and you just weren't getting that. That, this person was very much kind of like the macho man who was always showing a brave face. And this is masculine energy. It doesn't have to just be male. This can be for male or female. But this is definitely someone that kind of has that macho. I always have to be, strong. I can never show any kind of weakness. I can't cry. I can't really show my emotions. This is someone that's very methodical, logical, in control of their thoughts and emotions. So I really get the vibe that this is the energy of the person or relationship that you're coming out of, that you are healing from. Okay, so major accomplishment. You're walking away. 8 of Cups. Fabulous. Some of you, seeing that this is the 8 of Cups in the accomplishment position, this makes me think that some of you are still in this relationship, but you're at the end of it. You're at the end of it, and you are working your way through accepting that this is the end. You have got to accept that it's time for a new partnership. You have got to pursue that partner that is going to work with you, that's going to reflect you, that's going to honor you. And this person just isn't doing it. This person is too cold and calculating for you. And in March, Spirit is saying you're going to accept that. You are. And you're going to walk away. You're going to release this relationship and this past to the universe, to Spirit. And you're going to walk away and say, you know what? I value and appreciate the lessons that this relationship taught me, but it's time for me to move on. I have to move on to the new horizons, to the next phase, the next light of my journey. And in this case, it really does feel like you're moving on to a new relationship, a new situation, which is really good. That is a major accomplishment. I have a feeling that you're going to be the one walking away, not this person, if you are in this relationship still. Although, really and truly, the fact that this is here makes me think that most likely most of you walked away from this. Once you kind of went through your cocoon phase where you were wrapped up within your safe zone, and you were able to really reflect on the relationship and the reality that you were in, you were able to come to grips with being able to walk away, to say, you know what, this isn't going to go any further, and I'm not going to waste my time anymore. It's time to go. I gotta go. That's really good. That's really good. I really like that. That's awesome, Sagittarius, that you can do that. Okay, so let's look at what to avoid. What to avoid is the King of Wands in reverse. Normally I like the King of Wands. He's not a bad guy. He is very comfortable in his own skin. He's like, yeah, I know I'm a king. I'm just chilling. When the King of Wands is in reverse, though, instead of being comfortable in their own skin, this is someone that can be very aggressive. Someone who has thin skin, that's someone who maybe is not altogether in touch with their emotions, with their ability to be diplomatic in situations. So very blunt, doesn't take time to consider the other person's feelings. So in this case, Spirit is telling you one of the things to avoid is, even though this relationship is ending and you're moving on, don't say things that you're going to regret later. Yes, the relationship is coming to a close. Don't look at it in a way that says everything about this relationship was bad, because it wasn't. You learned, you grew, and it's time to move on. If you act like the King of Wands in reverse, you're going to be very aggressive, you're going to be very in your face, you're going to say things that you're going to regret later, you're going to maybe bring up things that happen within the relationship that really shouldn't be brought up, kind of low blow things. That's the vibe that this has. That, you lose your compassion, you lose your ability to see the other person as a human being with emotions as well. It's like you just become like stone cold, methodical, and you're not giving them the courtesy of being a fellow human being. You're just almost like a machine saying, get out, get out, get out. You've wasted my time. You've wasted this much of my life. I hate you. I hate you. Don't be like that. Just say, this isn't working for me. I value the time we spent together, and cut it loose. Let it go. Okay, so let's look at number 7. What to embrace. 2 of Wands. Man, I like me some 2 of Wands. So 2 of Wands is looking forward to the future, right? You're looking forward to that next phase. The possibilities are endless, you are thinking about the world and where you can go within it. In this case, this feels like you're looking forward to the next relationship. You're looking forward to the next person that's going to be coming into your life. Because look, she's looking directly at who? The King of Cups. But this is kind of a little passive energy. This is almost, even though it's a Wands card, which typically shows fire energy, this is a little bit more stagnant. She's in a room, she's in her room, a safe zone, and she's looking out into the world, which is this big, wide open sea, which is dangerous. It represents danger, represents the unknown. It represents, things that you've never experienced before, right? And she's debating about, should I or shouldn't I? In this case, Spirit says you should. You should always look forward to the future. Don't fear the future. Don't fear what may or may not happen in the future. Just look forward to it. Okay, so let's look at number 8. Where to find support. King of Cups. Holy moly. This feels like you're already looking ahead to a new person. I mean, it almost feels like you kind of have your eye on someone else at the moment. It could be someone that you work with. It could be someone that you know. Maybe it's an old friend. Maybe it's someone that your friends or family are gonna, maybe send you on a blind date with, and you kind of know them, but you never officially met. This is someone who's very in touch with his feelings. He's comfortable showing his emotions. He's comfortable with being at one with his emotions. He doesn't mind letting you know where you stand in his life. If he loves you, he'll say, I love you, I appreciate you. I love the way you show me affection. He's very comfortable with that. This is someone who is full of love and is also very full of the ability to share that love, to share those emotions with his friends, family, and especially with his lovers. I always see him as kind of like a guru too. And I think it's because of the way he is seated. He has his hand on the bowl, and that's his fingers, within his own emotional cup, right? So he's constantly got his finger on the pulse of how he feels on the inside. And his light, his inner spirit, his inner happiness, it's emanating from his head. So, I mean, he just exudes warmth, affection, love. And I will say this person may have some kind of connection with the sea. I know water signifies emotions, but I'm getting something along the lines of maybe he knows how to sail, maybe he enjoys boating or fishing. And that's not going to be for everyone, but definitely be mindful if you are interested in someone who has those qualities about them. So this is who Spirit wants you to look to for support. He is going to be able to give you the emotional stability and the emotional encouragement that you need to put this relationship behind you. And he's going to help you learn to be secure within yourself again. It's going to be a different kind of love too. Spirit says, don't compare this love to old loves. So it's going to be unique for some of you. I hope you guys comment below to let me know if someone like this is in your life already, because I have to admit I am very curious. I'm like, woohoo, I want to hear what's happening. Okay, and the last card is advice and encouragement. Queen of Swords. This right here is one of the reasons why I think that this is representing whoever you're walking away from. Oh, sorry guys, I'm losing my voice all of a sudden. Not a good time to lose my voice. So normally she's a very thoughtful leader. She can control her thoughts, and normally, can you see the cup right down here? She's still in touch with her emotions, right? It's there, it's locked away, but she can access at any time, right? She just has to choose whether she's going to or not. With her being in reverse though, she can be very sharp. Her words can cut like a knife. She can really hurt the people that are closest to her, whether she means to or not. And this is someone that isn't capable of controlling their thoughts, their communication, so they can't control their mouth. They are just, whatever they think comes right through the mouth. And you may feel like it's going to do you good to get all of this out. If you need to get it out, talk to a therapist. Do not use your friends or family as punching bags. And do not use this person as a punching bag either. I have no doubt that there is some kind of issue or residual energy from this relationship, but do not pass that on to other people in your life. That's not fair to them, and it's not fair to you either, because it's not really how you're feeling. You're just lashing out. You've lost your ability to control that part of your body, basically. Your energy is off because of all that you're going to be going through in March. So Spirit is saying just really be mindful about the words you choose to use in March. Be mindful of your tongue, be mindful of the words that come out of your mouth, and be mindful not to lose yourself in bitterness, because she can really focus down onto the most negative aspect and just really hone in on that. And if you hone in on that negative energy, that negative kernel that maybe really aggravated you about this person, that's all you're going to think about, and that's all you're going to focus on. And then you're only going to exude that to the people around you. They're going to be like, man, she's in a bad mood. Holy crap. And Spirit says there's no reason to be that way. There's no reason. That's not really you. So don't let this cause you to change. Okay, so let's do some clarifiers right quickly. This has been an awesome reading. So let's see. Let's see if we can get a little bit more information on the King of Wands. King of Wands. Oh, Sagittarius, they really want to like. Oh, nope, that's it. Okay. So the King of Wands. Ooh, wow. Normally with the Tower upright, it can mean a shaking of your foundation. What the reality that you're in comes crumbling down. You're forced to really look at things differently. When it's reversed, it's not as bad. It's not as much of a shakeup, but it's still forcing you to be aware that if you aren't mindful of accepting change, that this is coming. I mean, it is what it is. Now, the fact that you have the Tower and the King of Wands together makes me think that absolutely do not be the negative King of Wands. So don't fear what's coming. Embrace what's coming. Work towards alleviating the bitterness, the denial, the emotional I can't speak. The emotional volatility that the reversed King of Wands can bring. You really have to be mindful of that and really control that aspect. Normally he is in control, and he's very casually in control, but with it being reversed, he's not. He's all over the place. His energy is scattered. And Spirit is saying you can avoid this, but you have to be mindful. Don't ignore the warning, basically. Okay, so let's see. This reading is really straightforward, Sagittarius. I mean, it's really straightforward. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope you guys got something out of it. I hope that this reading resonated with you in some way. Please leave me a comment and let me know. I'm dying to know how many of you are walking away from a relationship this month and how it led you to where you are now. Holy cow. Sagittarius, hit that like button, ding that bell notification, and please remember to subscribe. I love you all. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.